up, run up, look it up, and look it up. Yeah.
No, I'm climbing here.
Yeah, okay. It's okay.
Watch your ring man.
Sorry.
Drive on. Walk your horses, Teamsters. Drive on and show those beautiful mares. Belgians, Perchers, Clydesdales.
Maybe it's just not on now. Maybe it's on later. Because last year was not last
Watch your ring man. And line up on his instructions. Let's give these Teamsters their horses out. And ladies and gentlemen, we've seen these horses going and coming, giving our judge an opportunity to see them on either side working as a pair, and that's what teamwork is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Without teamwork, the evener behind these horses would not be even. It would be slanted one way or the other. These two horses that make the pair are matched for color, size, and gait. They're not only asked to perform the walk and the trot, going and coming, but also they should be able to put that freight wagon in reverse. These are the type of freight wagons that once hauled the freight on the streets of Calgary and many, many other Canadian cities. And the wagons, of course, were always painted up with the name of the company that owned the freight wagon. And the Teamsters took great pride in the type of wagon they wheeled, and of course the pair of horses or the hitch of horses that pulled said wagon on the streets day by day. Even today, ladies and gentlemen, the fellows who drive the trucks that haul the freight on our nation's streets and on the highways and byways are known as Teamsters, and that is where the term originated. Our judge, Mr. Freytag grew up with Belgians, but he's well acquainted with all draft breeds. He's head of the horse department of the Kentucky Horse Park, and of course he has horses of several breeds under his charge at the Kentucky Horse Park down there in the great state of Kentucky. Now he's seen these horses and obviously has made his mind up, and we should have the results here shortly.
Well, this is a good opportunity, of course, for the audience to appreciate the very fancy harness. And actually, it looks very complicated, but they can appreciate that each of these horses is hitched to the wagon in a fashion that they pull it off the points of their shoulders, off their, and they have a big, strong, developed shoulder in front of you, and the collar surrounds that. And as you pointed out the other day, the hames are a metal device that sit in a seat on the collar, and they provide a recessed attachment for the tug on either side of each horse that is then hooked to the eveners at the back and allowing the horses to pull that right way. So it looks great at first glance, very complicated, but really it's a simple device when you evaluate. A lot of it is not so much decorative as strapping that keeps everything in place on the horse.
That's right, Ron, and these Teamsters in days of old, like the Teamster center ring, took great pride in the horses they drove, and they always turned those horses out as best they could on the streets. And for the show ring, of course, we have the mains rolled, the rosettes properly spaced to accentuate the turn of the neck, and of course the tail neatly tied and with V-ribbon. And the reason we do that is to ensure that no tail gets across the lines and causes the teamster to lose control of his team. Now this may not be too big of a danger factor with a team of horses, but when you get a 4-horse or a 6-horse or more horses hitched, it becomes a very big factor.
Well, it certainly does, because of the length of the line. The fact that those horses, once you start moving away from just a single team like that, with a 4-horse hitch or a 6, those horses are in increasing distance from the bogs, and of course those lines can become fouled quite easily.
Now we have our ribbon party center ring, and with our ribbon party we have the Canadian Clydesdale Queen, Miss Jocelyn Leclerc from Didsbury, Alberta. Give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. She represents the Canadian Clydesdale Horse Association and will be visiting many, many fairs across both Canada and perhaps the United States. In this class, for our team of registered mares, be they Belgian, Clydesdale, Percheron, or Shire, in 4th place, we have the entry of Greg Trembath of Huxley, Alberta. Give Greg a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Greg is a newcomer to the show circuit, but he's making great progress, and he's going to be an issue down the road for his fellow Teamsters. In 3rd position, we have Rain Roy with the Sandland Percherons from Red Deer County, Alberta. Congratulations, Rain. Pair of 3-year-old mares and a Teamster that's hardly dry behind the ears. In 2nd place, we have the Willoway Farms Hitch from Owhatton, Alberta, wheeled by the veteran Alan Gordego. And in 1st place, we have the Johnson Belgians, exhibited by Gail Guerin, wheeled by Zephyr Larivier, Unity, Saskatchewan. What a nice pair. Beautiful pair of registered Deb's about to get married here this summer, and I wouldn't be surprised if it'd be a pair of mares like this that take his bride to the church. And let's take them on a victory round there, Zeb. Show those Belgian mares to our crowd. There's down.
Belgian fans in the building here today. Belgian fans here.
And our next class, ladies. Look at these ladies in their hats with the horse. And drive on, ladies, drive on and show your horses to Dale Further. If you've got a favorite, ladies and gentlemen, don't hesitate to show your bias. You're not going to influence the judge, that I know, but you'll make the lady in question feel great. Ladies getting a real nice drive. Real honest horse held in hand. That's 3.5 horsepower, live horsepower. These ladies are holding. Watch your ring man. And reverse on his instruction, please, ladies. And as they come down the ring, and in the reverse, let's give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. These ladies deserve it. Drive on. Walk your horses, please, ladies. Walk your horse, please.
Someone saddling him.
Drive on. Drive on and show your cart horse.
You can't see what's
How would you gals in the gallery, seated in the gallery, like to go downtown shopping like this? Be fun in the traffic, eh? Cheering man, and line up on his instructions, ladies. Let's put our hands together for these ladies. At the top of the ring, we have the young lady whose horse is being inspected at this point in time, driving a Percheron. Next in line, moving east, is a Shire. And then the third horse moving east is also a Shire. Then we come to a Clydesdale. The red horse beside the Clydesdale is a Belgian, and at the bottom of the line we have a black Percheron. These are the four breeds of the draft horse that were common here in Western Canada 100 years ago. Perches and Clydes were in particular the most popular. But we did have some good Shires. In fact, around Innisfail was probably some of the greatest Shires on the continent were raised by a gentleman by the surname of Rawlinson. And also the experimental farm at the Combe, Federal Experimental Farm at Martin Jupiter and Essendon Jet. And they were champion Shire Stallion and Mare at Chicago in 1920s, I think it was 1924. Our judge asking each of these ladies to put their cart horse in reverse as he inspects them.
Well, first we have two flights in this division. We have a tremendous entry in our ladies' cart class. And while these ladies sit center ring, I'll pass my congratulations out to each and every one of them on their turnout. We see some fancy dresses and some very fancy hats. Kind of a flashback to a very stylish era. So ladies, I'm doffing my hat to all of you. Very nice turnout. Thank you, ma'am.
Give the judge a minute here to put some numbers down, make some notes, and then we'll release this section and bring in our second half of the class. And then these will return. Move out to the right, ladies, and leave the ring, please. and we'll see you back in a few minutes. Available gentlemen, stepping through the gate. This is what a show and shine would look like a century ago.
Once again, Bruce, as we went to the first flight, you notice that once the ladies park their cart horses, gate opens and the hitters come in. They act partly as a groom and partly as a safety factor to make sure that the horse is stable and stationary center ring. And it's just a precaution. It's all part of the tradition with the light horse. It allows the ladies to remain safe and secure. And so that's just, you noticed with the first flight happening again.
That's right, Ron. Safety was always a big factor, particularly when you were driving live horsepower. I think it's, I don't think there are any more accidents there are today with people the way they drive some around town. But safety was a big concern with these horses always on the streets.
Well, if we look at the long list of attributes for a ladies' cart horse, that would be probably the primary indication or primary attribute is that of safety. But at the time that the use of a ladies' cart horse, a lady might go shopping, as you indicated. She might go to church on Sunday in the cart with a single horse. She as well might go in the middle of the week to the ladies' luncheon or to the church social. And it was very paramount, of course. Everybody took pride in their vehicle. And if you look out center ring, really what we have is the ladies' SUV of 1915, if you will, or such year as that of a century ago. So the chrome, the fitting, and along with safety, each of these horses was chosen as a lady cart horse for their stylish presentation. Good road gait, very stylish high stepper, because of course everyone was very prideful of the horses they raised and had in their stable at their farm ranches.
That's right, Ron. Took great pride in their horse that they drove to town, be it a team or be it a cart horse as such. Now, our judge has completed his inspection of this section of the class. We're going to bring back our first flight, and we may have a drive-off, I don't know. Well, that's up to Judge Berger, and then we will accept the placings from our ringmaster, and we will have the results for you. If you have a favorite, ladies and gentlemen, or if you make a little bet with your neighbor, good place to make a bet.
Oh, but of course you're not encouraging a financial bet, are you? Like, oh,
Definitely, definitely.
Well, there's been more than a toonie or a loony exchange hands over an opinion in the draft horse business. There's no doubt about that. And most certainly, I think there's favorites out there. I noticed as we went through, there seemed to be a lot of Belgian fans in the crowd. I certainly know that as the ladies from the first flight return, there might be a favorite of every breed coming back in.
And our entry is complete. It is now in the judge's hands what he feels or would like to see.
Bruce, I was quite impressed with these ladies pulling in and parking. Excellent skill on the lines here. Pulled into openings available for parking here in our nutrient parking lot.
You're trying to get me in trouble, I can tell.
I'm not trying to bait you, but you're fighting it off.
Beautiful lady drivers. And we're going to have a drive-off, I think, from the sound of the looks of things.
Well, as you encourage those of us in the bowl of the nutrient, if you've got a favorite and you see it come out, put your hands together and welcome it out onto the rail. Help them have a ride. Seems we have predominance of green dominance here.
Yes, looks like it's a Belgian drive-off. Let's give a hand. It was primarily found in Belgium.
Well, as we sit, take a look center ring, I see a lot of our guests taking the opportunity to get their phones out as a camera and record this, and it's well worth that. For some of our youngsters, it's Sonova's Family Day today, and I've seen so many families enjoying the visit to Stampede Park, the sights and sounds. We welcome each and every one of them here. Very glad you, hopefully you got down for a few pancakes, and now you're enjoying all of the things that are going on. This is certainly a worthwhile sight.
In fourth, Lisa Banga driving the Waring Shires from Blackfoot, Idaho. In third position, Aaron Crosby driving the Meadow Lake Belgians from Carlton, Oregon. In second position, we have Jackie Fargo driving the Johnson Belgian from Unity, Saskatchewan. A little kick for the rail. And your class winner, ladies and gentlemen, is your class winner, Marcia Forsyth, driving the Double S Belgian from Minden, Idaho.
handsome ladies, but this is the best I've seen.
No, they are a pair of beauties, let me tell
I
you.
tell you, they are. One young lady, very aware of the cutesy factor, and she waved to the crowd. The other young lady is a little bit ambivalent and has that special standoff quality about her. Yes, that's the second child syndrome, I believe, is what I'm being told here by a very knowledgeable mother. Now we'll just see how hard-hearted our judge is. Find out whether he's securely just judging the Belgians.
You're not helping the scene at all.
Well, no, but I do. Once again, I point out I have a very firm grasp of the obvious. But Bruce, you're so right about the fact that these teams displayed all.
I don't know how close you're looking, ladies and gentlemen. Watch your ring, man. Reverse on his instruction.
Mungkin.
Now, our judge doesn't have our great difficulty in assigning first to this class, ladies and gentlemen. But let's give this very, very handsome four-in-hand Bertrand Gelding. Let's give him a hand. I'd like to thank the Messenger family for having their Mark Messenger Memorial Hitch.
Well, Bruce, this is such a quality four-in-hand that it's not diminished by the fact their positioning is not diminished by the fact that they were the only entry. A very quality set of Bertrand right here.
They certainly are. They certainly are. Heads up, ears over toes, ready to roll. And they can lift. And watch them as they make their victory lap around the arena, ladies and gentlemen. A unicorn hitch of Shires. five-tail. Show those unicorn hitches. And look at those lead horses, ladies and gentlemen. Our judge wants them in position. He doesn't want them really laying into the collar. They're more of a showboat. Only when the going gets rough going up a hill, he wants that lead horse to lean into the collar, so to speak. Those are the horses that in a unicorn hitch you want to attract the judge's eye. They should be showboaters. Watch your ring man. Reverse on his instruction. Walk your horses. Drive on and show your horses. Watch your ring man and line up on his instruction. Let's give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Three very, very attractive unicorn hitches. And while our judge, Mr. Steve Gregg, takes a look at these horses, I want to pay tribute to a special lady that is up there on the box of the black wearing hitch wagon. And that lady is Sharon Taggart, and what a gal Sharon is. She's been the show manager for the agricultural events here at the Calgary Stampede for 25 years, ladies and gentlemen. The show manager for 25 years at the show office, and I don't know what we would do without Sharon. She's always got her finger on the pulse. She always knows what's going wrong and how to rectify things, and we, all individuals who she interacts with, through that show office really appreciates each and everything she does for us. In 1964, Sharon Taggart was the Calgary Stampede Queen. And let's give that Dowager Queen a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Grand old lady, beautiful old lady. Well, I won't say old either. I'll be in trouble when I get back to the office.
Well, Sharon Taggart, you still got the queenly position right up there. So good for you, my girl. All of the heavy horse exhibitors want to express their personal thanks to you for all that you do. You help every one of the exhibitors equally, but the heavy horse people acknowledge your contribution to the Calgary Stampede. Thanks, Sharon. Good to have you out there.
Three beautiful turnouts, ladies and gentlemen. Two Clydesdales and the Blacks are Shires. Both of these breeds have their underpinning, their feet and legs furnished with that straight, silky hair, which we call feather. The hair down the back of their leg from their knee and hock to the ground is called the leash, and the feather around the foot is called the spat. In the good old days, maybe you remember your grandfather or great-grandfather wearing spats.
With my great-grandfather, and certainly I had to be informed of what they were. But as we see it here on the heavy horse, the word prevails. And Bruce, you talked as the unicorn hitches were working, you talked about how that lead horse, you have to be brave, you have to be an individual, they're out there by themselves, but they certainly are the eye catcher. And here we've got the Clyde, kind of a rolled out, speckled up Clyde. Certainly got a little added dose of color out there, quite acceptable within the breed. But again, a very eye-catching. But every one of these three horses as a unicorn, the spike horse was brave today. And it really did a great job of acting as a poster child or poster horse for the hitch. It's a very unique hitch indeed. But my compliments to all three of these spike horses.
In the old days, when you went up the hill in that showboat out in front, you had to get down to work. Otherwise, the wheel team could handle the freight in the freight wagon with no problems. So he just, Teamsters linked him out there in front to grab the eye of the public.
Well, his contribution on the uphill slide would be a third more horsepower. You know, not the horsepower, doubling up on the horsepower.
Idaho, Wayne Waring with the lines in hand. Let's give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Great competitors, and great to have Sharon up on the wagon with Wayne. Thank you, Sharon Taggart. In second place, we have the entry of the Calico Farms. Kevin and Tammy Pellinero, Huxley, Alberta. Kevin Pellinero driving. And your class winner, ladies and gentlemen, the High Point Clydesdale is exhibited by Annette Fielding, all the way from Cooper, Utah, Freeman Yoder, lines in hand. What a great turnout of Clydesdale horses the Fieldings have brought with them to Calgary, and we're so pleased, so very pleased to have them here as an exhibitor. We'll take this turnout on a victory round, and that will be our heavy horse show for the afternoon. I believe, Ron, you've got a team heading at 4.
We've got all kinds of exciting adventures, but yes, Team Penny's at 4. And I tell you, who knows all that's going to go on in the building? CDL. How about if you tell us everything that's going to happen after the victory lap concludes?
Let's take them on a victory round, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take them on a victory round.